What's up guys, welcome back to another video on the WR250R over here. If you guys are new to the channel, my name's Jake. Welcome to the JD Cars Automotive YouTube channel. Please be sure to go check us out at jd-cars.com. Follow us on Instagram at jd.cars. And please be sure to subscribe for more content. So today on JD Cars, we're finally gonna be deleting all the ugliness off this WR250. Everything from these little triple S clamp reflectors, big gross turn signals, same thing in the rear, and the giant infamous WR250R whale tail of a Fender. Gonna be deleting this bad boy, making this thing look a lot more like a dirt bike, like it should, and improving the looks along the way. We'll reach into our giant parts pile, and this is, you know, a little bit of a weirder thing I've gotten from Amazon. Really basic unboxing experience here. So we got a couple things I'm not too sure about here. Definitely a random kit, but here's our main bracket. License plate is gonna go on here. It's meant to retain the stock turn signals, or at least the stock style from the looks of it here. Turn signals go on the sides, and then it looks like our little license plate LED light. Honestly, it looks pretty nice. Mounts up right here to shine down onto our plate, and then these two brackets are gonna bolt into these holes right here, and these holes will bolt onto the bike. So I'm not really sure what these little metal pieces are. They're like the same size as the turn signal cutout right there. No idea what the point of these are, but maybe we'll find out. Nice stainless hardware. We got two wire taps that I probably won't be using because I don't want this shorting out, and it's not very waterproof. Honestly, for 30 bucks shipped, like, I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, let's get to tearing down the bike and getting all this ugly stuff off. First and foremost, let's lose these reflectors here, a little 10mm socket. Looking better already. Gonna use an 8mm, pull off our little headlight fairing here. With that out of the way, we can now remove our turn signals. Do want to grab some snips to snip these zip ties. Now our 10mm again to remove these guys. Now pulling back this little protective rubber jacket here, we'll reveal our connector for the turn signal. Just pull that to release it, and we can pull our turn signal right on out. Now I'm just gonna take some electrical tape. I'm gonna fold this rubber casing over the end of the connector to protect it. Take our electrical tape and go around. There we go. Do the same to the other one. Zip tie it all back up just for safekeeping. This puppy reinstalled. Alright, the upper triple S clamps, they need to be torqued down to 23 Newton meters. Woo-wee! That looks so much better. Obviously, we're gonna have to reinstall turn signals on the front. Those are coming in next week, so that's gonna be a separate video when everything gets converted to LED. But man, this thing is looking so much more clean. Let's get rid of this whale tail. 8mm to remove the seat. We'll unsecure our rubber band holding down the ECU here. Just move that out of the way for now. Keep our rubber band here. Got some more 8mm right here. And we have an H5 on each side panel. Two 10mm up top here. And removing the side panels isn't 100% necessary, but makes removing this piece a lot easier. Just pull it back and it comes right off. And we now have access to this massive whale tail right here. So all that's retaining is 6 fasteners. We have 4 10mm bolts and nuts right here towards the front, and then we have 2 smaller 8mm screws right back here. We're gonna pull those off. Gonna clip our little zip ties, figure out where our connections are. I believe our connections are mostly inside of the housing here. So we're gonna pull this apart, get everything disconnected, and then we'll get our new sleek license plate and blinker mount installed. Alright, just like that, whale tail is gone. Alright, now just to explain to you guys what I did there, I laid this on top, upside down, got rid of all my cable ties so I could pull each wire individually. Then, like up front, we had one of these big rubber sheaths, pulled that back, and then I was able to get to each individual connection here. Now, if you guys are like me, you do not enjoy wiring, especially on vehicles like this, like boats, that it has to be waterproof. Pain in the ass to get everything. Yamaha makes it so simple. Huge shout out to Yamaha for making all these watertight connections and color coding each one. As you can see, no two connectors are the same color, and you can see I labeled them and took a picture of each on my phone so I won't forget, because it's pretty unlikely this masking tape is going to stay on. Well, it might stay on for a week, we'll see. But just to show you guys, in case you're curious, our first small 3-pin black connector is our right turn signal. Our small 3-pin gray connector is our left turn signal. Both gray turn signals are going to be on the left. That goes for the front. Yamaha was nice enough to color code those. The same 3-pin small connector, except in neon yellow. That's our license plate light. And then lastly, our brake light is this pretty substantial 3-pin connector. That's our brake light. But I'm just gonna go back like I did in the front. Electrical tape over all these just to keep any dirt, dust, and moisture out over the next couple days until our LED components come in. But we can finally remove this grossness right here. Ew! We can get rid of that. Should probably install our new setup here before getting our fairings installed, but first I'm going to tape up these connections. So it looks like somebody's plan was for this to mount up in the original 4 holes, but they clearly didn't get the size right. So looks like we're gonna have to drill 4 holes to match this pattern here. I'm gonna do that all centered around this hole right here. Looks like the best spot, so I'm gonna place my bracket on here, get it as straight as possible, mark those holes with a Sharpie. We're gonna drill them. Gotta run to the hardware store and grab some hardware, and we'll definitely want to cover this up with some sort of rust stopping spray paint just to make sure we don't have any corrosion. But yeah, kind of sucks, but not the end of the world. Still a good bracket. Still gonna do a good job here. But yeah, I'll catch you guys when I'm back from the hardware store. Alright, so our paint has had a couple hours to dry here. I just got finished soldering up our license plate light to the original OEM connector and wire here. That's what you just watched me do at the workbench. Pull this off, see how our paint job came out. I didn't have to end up going to the hardware store. Just found some old hardware that worked, and I just got to cut it down to size. We'll get her installed and be on our way. Alright, got her all mounted up here. Looking really solid. Yeah, it didn't line up with the holes, the OEM holes, but really not a big deal to drill those. It's pretty thin steel. Give it a quick paint job to protect it. You're in business. And I think it's gonna be nice and recessed under that fender. It's gonna be tucked away. It's kind of the moment of truth. Let's see if the fender goes on here. Yep, holes line up properly. It doesn't look like it actually interferes at all. But there's the look of it. Nice and tucked up in there. Not going to be in the way at all, so exactly what I was looking for. Really solid. I can shake the entire bike from this little bracket. There are a lot of plastic versions of this online. That's why I went with the metal one, because I really want it to last. But I'm gonna run this wire back up, connect it, make sure that light works properly, get everything neatened up, get our side panels and seat back on, and we'll see how she looks without all that nonsense. Alright folks, here she is. Blinkers and fenders deleted. Obviously we're gonna have some low profile signals going on here once we get those in the mail, but man, does this thing look a lot better now, especially without that whale tail. Actually looks like a dirt bike instead of a Chinese scooter or something, but man, does it look a lot cleaner now. I love it. Looks so much better. Bike just looks a lot more sleek and, you know, just cleaner. Along with that, new Super Sprox 49 tooth sprocket and that new Pro Taper chain that I put on there. Bike's looking a lot better than when I picked it up, and we've barely even got started on it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Fender delete on the WR250R over here. Literally 30 bucks free shipping for this bracket. It took like, I want to say 2 weeks. Took about 10 days, 2 weeks to get here. I'd say it was well worth the wait. You can barely even see the thing from the side here. I honestly forgot to get you guys any shots of it just because it's so low profile and difficult to see, honestly. I'll spin her around in the light. All right, now we can check it out in the sunlight. Catches the light a little bit better now. But yeah, you really can hardly see the thing. It's very nicely tucked in there, very low profile, tucked in forwards, about 6 inches from the tip of the fender. I'm a huge fan of it. Can barely see the thing hide in there. Oh, also forgot. Let's see the license plate light works. Not sure if it'll be on right now. Oh yeah, look at that. Just with the turn of the ignition key, we got nice bright white license plate lights there. Can actually see them reflecting off of this little piece right here. But I'm sure those are gonna be more than bright enough at nighttime. Definitely check back in on future videos for a long-term review on this, as well as the LED sequential turn signals that I'm gonna be installing on the bracket, as well as up front. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go leave a like down below. Leave comments down below what you want to see me do to this bike. I'm open to do pretty much whatever to this bike. So please leave suggestions down in the comments below. Subscribe for more content. I'm gonna go hit the track with CJ, get working on some jumps, but definitely let me know down below if you want to see some track videos. We're building a track in CJ's backyard. Planning to make some videos about that. I'm gonna wrap things up. I'm gonna go ride. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on JD Cars.